here, but he might because he's always hungry. And yeah. All right, so we went to the grocery store. I finally found what I was looking for. Unfortunately, it's still downstairs because I have a plan for how I want to administer this. But in the meantime, though, I'm going to show you the teas I've been having him drink for months now. It's a turmeric ginger tea, and I just got it from Walmart. Walmart. Um, but yeah, that's been really helpful, and it's holistic. It cuts down on inflammation, so turmeric and ginger. And from what I can tell from the ingredients, I'm gonna look at the bag. What does it say? What are the ingredients? Okay. Organic turmeric, organic ginger root, organic cinnamon. So all of these things fight inflammation, and I take them in capsule form for myself. But because my brother, most people don't like taking a lot of pills all the time, you got to find other ways to get these things into your system. So again, I'm going to trust that that's what they're saying. And what I mean by that is that sometimes people, like, unfortunately, um, companies tend to not be truthful always. So, from what I can tell, in tea, usually, unless it's some kind of weird blend and they don't want to tell you exactly what's in it and they talk about blends, like, don't trust the blend. So, if they're saying what it is on the tea bag, then that's what should be in the tea bag, right? Turmeric and ginger. That's all it should be. Um, I tend to drink ginger tea a lot. I kind of offered over my turmeric tincture, and I can show you that too. It's in the cabinet. Over to my brother. Now, I was using this for myself. This is a turmeric tincture, pure. Okay, so when I make his teas in the morning, that's what he's drinking first thing in the morning. Hopefully, when he's actually drinking it. Sometimes I will put the choline. Lately, I've been doing that instead of the capsule. It's a wonderful thing to be able to open up the capsules and put the things into the tea versus him taking them dry. Because again, because of all the trauma he's been through, he's, probably just like, why? Why do I have to keep taking all these pills, right? So, yeah. All right, so I've just refilled the canister. So, organic turmeric and ginger. And again, I take the word organic, like, I don't know. I want to believe them, but we'll see. Um, then I have an onion. He's been talking about wanting onion rings, and for some reason, I just can't find any. So I'm just gonna cut some onions for him. And these are the sweet Vidalia, are they? Double check. Yeah, it was a yellow onion. So hopefully I'll cut them without any problems to me. And I told him, like, all you have to do is bread it with flour because he knows how to cook. So I told him, if you know how to fry chicken, which he does, then all you have to do with onion rings is to coat them with flour and fry them. Now, the coating, though, this is where for him it might get tricky. He'd have to dip it in oil first and then flour and then put it on the thing. So I would have to tell him that. Otherwise, the coating is not going to work. Or I could pre-coat it for him, right? Then I asked him, did he know how to bake meat? Because baking is a lot healthier than frying. But he kind of knows how to bake meat, but he's like, well, I like the taste of fried better. I'm like, So that for me now, that challenge is to find an oil that's healthy, a healthy oil for him to fry in, because he is. Earlier today, I was talking about how people are addicted to brands. He's one of them. Like, he only wants canola oil, that it says it on the bottle. And I'm just like, ugh. So I gotta find a substitute or convince him. Actually, I mean, Canola oil is like the worst kind. I'm gonna just be honest. It really is. It's the worst kind. But that's what he keeps saying he wants. So I gotta find a way to find a healthy substitute for him or a healthier version of canola oil. I'm sure there's some out there. There has to be. Okay. All right. So let me tell you what my plan is with the other things I bought that I did not bring up here and what I'm going to do. So yeah. So hopefully I'll cut this onion for him and coat it with something. I'll figure that out. Or, I mean, I told him I could just make him onion rings and bake them in the oven. But he seems kind of adamant about having fried food. So, oh, hello. Hi, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I haven't even mentioned anything about that. So, yeah, so here I'm being witchy because it is the new moon. Let me close this door all the way. I need him practicing using his phone. So, it's the new moon. There's also a solar eclipse happening somewhere on the planet. This is a high time for really thinking about setting those intentions and doing what you need to do for betterment of your life, right? So for me and for him, this weekend I did a deep clean of the apartment. I know it doesn't look like it, but I promise you. During the week, like actually, okay. So I folded up all his clothes, and then last night, I guess he was playing dress up again, and he threw them all down here on the floor again. I'm just like, you know what? Pick and choose your battles. So let me move some of this stuff while I'm in here. So he needs more hangers. But yeah, so I did a little bit of a deep clean in his apartment or our apartment and did some incense, did some sound. I didn't do sound clearing. Maybe I should have done that while he wasn't here yesterday or Friday when he wasn't in here. I could probably do a little bit now. Some sound clearing. Incense, we keep them on deck always. We grew up with incense, so we already know. So yeah, cleaning, organizing, setting intention. I'm trying to influence him to set intention without him knowing that he's setting an intention. Okay. So I talked about setting boundaries for myself with him. That's a part of my intention, hopefully, and finding a care team, basically, a care team. But so yeah, so let me get into. Oh, bruh. I don't know if you should eat this. Yeah, he left this out last night, so I don't know. He might taste it and throw it out himself. Okay. All right, so let's go into what I plan on nutritionally for him. So getting witchy in the kitchen. So yes, I just showed you the turmeric and ginger. That's anti-inflammatory. Cinnamon is also anti-inflammatory. That's one of the things that I, in my research, realized that he needed because most mental illnesses and most other metabolic diseases now are inflammation based. Okay. So that was one of the first things I started with him. So he's been taking turmeric tea on and off for at least 3 months now. Turmeric and ginger. And then I started thinking about it intuitively. If we're trying to help him clean out his system or reactivate certain systems, he needs to have the whole system. And one of the things, I'm going to just be a little graphic here. I haven't noticed that he's had very many bowel movements. He does go urinate often, but bowel movements have not been very frequent, in my opinion, that I've noticed. So that means whatever he's eating is staying in his system. And that's a lot of things. A lot of people don't realize that. I was going to make a video earlier about going to the bathroom. Like that's your detox, y'all. Like you should be doing that every day. Doing a number two, at least once a day, if not twice a day. Because that's releasing the toxins that your body couldn't consume in the first place. Or it wasn't meant to be in your system. But if you don't go to the bathroom, what ends up happening is all those toxins still stay in your body and reabsorb into your body. And a lot of people talk about weight. It's not calories, it's your body's way of holding out those toxins. All right, let me see if I can step outside for a second. Yeah, I see folks. I see. Is that my brother? No. He's probably he's probably in the coffee shop now. He's like, now that he can talk a little bit, he's feeling a little bit better. Like I said, what I did earlier today or yesterday and today, made sure he takes his medication. But anyway, so detoxing is just as important in this system, in your wellness system. And detoxing does not mean, oh, I'm just going to go and do drastic, radical things to your body. Sometimes it's as simple as, are you going to the bathroom every day and doing number two? Okay, are you doing that? If not, you got to work on that. So it does not matter what kind of juice cleanse you go buy and takes whatever supplements. If you're not actually releasing the toxins out of your body with going to the bathroom and letting go of that solid waste, then you're actually doing some damage to yourself eventually. All right. So what I realized is, yeah, he needs to make sure he's having regular bowel movements, and I don't think he is. So the tea could help if he took it every day, but I feel like I need to increase something else. So I started doing some research on tea, burdock tea, and that and I already take milk thistle, so I plan on getting him some milk thistle. Even though I already take milk thistle, it's good for your liver. Our livers do a lot of detoxifying before we actually end up like going to the toilet, right? It's our filtering system, and people don't realize this. You can regrow your liver. That's like, I don't even know if there's any other organ that can do that. But when people donate liver, you can cut off a piece of your own liver and donate it to somebody, and you will regrow yours. Like, seriously. And because of that, that's an important organ in your body. You got to protect that bad boy. You got to get him on deck or her on deck. So milk thistle, I already take. I'm going to investigate with the burdock tea. I'm actually going to make it at my house, brew it there, and intensify it with other things. I'm not just going to have him have it every day like turmeric over there. I kind of want to make it a little bit more potent. So I'm going to start with the tea and probably add in turmeric too. And I'm trying to think. I'm sure there's a couple of other things I can add into this because I'm going to make the blend. That's the reason why I don't go buy blends, is because I make my own. I can make my own blend. So, um, I think dandelion also could be helpful in this. So yeah, so he needs to be going to the bathroom like once a day as well, releasing. If sometimes mental illness is due to toxins. So if he's had some kind of like poisoning, toxining that has happened and it's still in his body, then we need to start working on the detoxing systems. So that's my theory around that. So I got, like I said, the burdock tea. It has, um, I have milk thistle, so I'm gonna add milk thistle to it. I'm gonna see what else I have at home to really make it a potent tea at this new moon time, because you already know. You already know I'm gonna do it under the light of the new moon, baby, in the solar eclipse. So we're gonna make it potent, okay? Magnetic forces and all this other good stuff, okay? So this is not as woo woo as people think it is. It really, like, now that I've seen what I see and I know what I know, we gonna make some healing happen. And again, I'm not saying that he's gonna ever be 100%, but he'll know more good days than bad days, and that's an improvement in life. He'll have more good days than bad days. And he'll learn how to catch himself in those bad days. Or he'll learn that, oh, that's something that's not real. And he can combat it. Or, oh, this twitching is a symptom. And that's one of the first things I keep pointing out to him, that, these are your symptoms. Um, and the more he learns about the symptoms, the more he can be in control of them or know when they are happening, so he can tell them to stop if he needs them to stop, and not indulge in them thinking that, oh, this is my mind. I mean, it's kind of your mind, but your mind is a little bit unwell. All right, so that's the plan. So I think I did pretty well so far. I did bring some paperwork that I planned on grading some papers today. I thought I was going to do some cooking in here, but not really. I'd rather go home right now, take my stuff. I'll probably be back over here later anyway. I need to make sure I'm on time for band practice because when the weather is bad, people drive even more wild. Anyway, all right, so that's my plan. I'm trying to decide, am I going to take the onion with me and cut it there or cut it here? I got to decide. I think I want to cut it here because I don't want to, yeah. So that's what I'll do. I will put the onion over here where he will not open this door, this cabinet, and come back and cut it later and bread it. Because I think I have to bread, I feel like I need to bread it with something that's gonna hold on to the flour. Okay. Probably butter. Maybe. Yeah. A little butter on it. Yeah, that's perfect. Yes, I can make a coating. See, that's what I'm in here thinking in my brain. All right, so with butter and milk, kind of like a biscuit. That's basically what it is. A biscuit coating over onions. Okay. All right. I hear text messages, so that means I have to start getting ready to go. All right. Thank you for liking, subscribing, all the things. I'm a caregiver, and I'm a biohacker, educator. We don't just talk about it. I live about it. I do these things, and I'm seeing results in my brother too. So, stay tuned. Watch all the videos. And with that, I say, take care. Happy new moon.